when I first met Teresa, an Italian cypress that called out to me in a cemetery. She told me that she'd been in contact with trees from where I'm from. I'm from the United States, which is an ocean away from Italy, where I was meeting Teresa. Today, I'm back to visit Teresa to learn more, to better understand her process of how she might connect across oceans. I plan to ask her to connect with a specific tree in the U.S., one that I already know well enough to recognize. Our target is General Sherman, a world-famous giant sequoia in California's Sequoia National Park. Teresa, when you say you've been in contact with trees in my part of the country or the world, is this what you're talking about, a psychic connection? Like I'm able to tap into them? Or is this something else? It's a yes and. So I'm seeing the mycelium network light up. So she's showing me that that is part of it. And then also I'm seeing in the air, in the energy field, an ability to communicate, like how the mycelium, they transfer energy pulses. And so this is also energy pulse driven. She says, so I've not been familiar with General Sherman specifically, but there are trees that are cousins of mine, trees that are of the same lineage as hers that exist in the United States. And those are ones that are who she was referring to when she said she'd been in contact with trees in my area of the world. And so now she's kind of reaching out and going like, where's General Sherman? So she's like, branching, just kind of how we would have our families. I know where my cousins live. I know where my aunts and uncles live. I know a little bit about what they're doing. But if you ask me to know about a third cousin once removed or something like that, or somebody that shows up as a relative on a DNA search site, I don't know. But I could probably get there if I start asking some questions. And so in the same way, I see her initial network light up, the one she's already connected to. And now she's starting to reach out further and further to say like, hey, where's this guy? I'm trying to find this guy. What was that thing that they did years ago? The 7 people to Kevin Bacon, that everybody has 7 people till they reach Kevin Bacon. I think that was for Hollywood people, but that's kind of what she's doing right now. She's asking, hey, cousin, do you know so-and-so? Hey, do you know somebody in California? Hey, do you? And she's being led around. So how about I call in General Sherman? Because I can bring him here. Or bring his consciousness here. What do you think? Would that be fun? See, General Sherman is tall and regal and stoic. Barrel-chested, if it's possible for a tree to be barrel-chested, like one of like this huge trunk. And when I feel him, I immediately remember what he told me years ago when I was sitting in front of him. God, his power is very strong. Let me call in some of my other parts in past lives to give me a greater foundation to contain, to be a bigger vessel for this. Perfect. There you go. Thank you. Now I can have my eyes open with you. When I was sitting in front of General Sherman those years ago, about 10 years ago, I think now, I was feeling very stressed about the state of the country at the time, the state of the world. And I asked him, if he had any advice about that. And he's listening now, ready to correct my advice if I get it wrong. Or if there's anything to add now. So he's, and I imagine him speaking down to me because I'm like a little ant. And that's how he described it. He's like, this too shall pass. was his bold statement. This too shall pass. Just be still. This too shall pass. And then he showed me how, to a tree like him, with the longevity that he has, that we are like a passing ant. The human race, scurrying around with all of our little projects and all of our things, like running. We're like ants. Running. So busy. And he's like, in a blink of an eye, you all will be, and I'll still be here. And I get now from him, or not, right? I mean, he doesn't know how long he'll be there, but the point being, this too shall pass. Ooh, that alarm is not good. Okay. While that alarm is going off, let me see, is there anything, General Sherman, that you would like to share now to this audience and to Teresa here, who reached out to me? Well, he just finds it glorious that I'm having a conversation with another tree. He finds Teresa really delightful, light and small, and have a soft flutteriness to her compared to his strong, stoic nature. So they're just kind of meeting each other. It reminds me of dogs sniffing each other. When you go to the dog park, that's what they're doing right now. Okay, General Sherman is pulling out. He's saying, thank you very much. This was entertaining. But he would like to go be still again. Okay, so he's going to go back to being still. Teresa, how was that for you? So this was quite an unusual experience to have a human embody a tree so that I can meet him. I never would have thought that this would happen today. You have brought me a great joy and an unexpected experience that I will think about for some time.